Drive on Mama, buckle up. Andre TV here from DriveOnMama.com, coming to you on a Thursday night, and you want Doordash peak pay explained. You want an explanation and a definition of what peak pay is and how it can benefit you or hurt you, depending upon how you look at it and your market. Doordash Peak Pay is when they offer you additional money on top of your base pay and the customer tip. So as an example, in my market, $2.75 is the base pay. So on an order with no tip, I would see $2.75. Then it's my choice whether I want to take that order and deliver it for $2.75 or decline it. When peak pay is in effect for whatever hours are listed, because they always tell you what time it's going to end, and in the promo section of your app you'll see in the future, usually the next day, which hours will have peak pay. They're going to add that dollar amount to the base pay of $2.75 in my example. So right now there's a $2 peak pay going on till 9:29 p.m. It is currently 8:30 something. We just accepted our first order and we're waiting for it, and it said it will be ready at 8:23. So a $2 peak pay. So if this order was a no tip order, which it isn't, it would show me $4.75 when the screen dinged and showed me the order. Then it's my decision whether I'm going to take that order for $4.75 and no tip, or I'm going to reject it. So the way this can possibly fool some people is if you have a standard where you only want to take orders where it is a possibility of a hidden tip. Now, if you've done DoorDash for a couple of days or even a couple of hours, you may have seen that they can and do hide tips. The threshold for the hidden tips is $4. So if my base pay is $2.75 and a customer tips $5 in a non-peak pay time, instead of them showing me $7.75, it will show me $6.75. And not until I deliver that order and hit confirm will I see the actual payout is $7.75, and it will say your total was higher than what you were originally shown. So when peak pay is in effect, then that $6.75 is going to read as $8.75, because you have the $2.75 base pay, the $2 peak pay bringing it up to $4.75, and then the additional $4 to bring it to $8.75. So you may take orders that you are not willing to take just because of the peak pay and you weren't aware of it. You may also find when peak pay is in effect, you're going to get a lot of dashes coming to your market that don't normally come to your market, which will slow down the volume of orders that you receive. So it could be a good thing and a bad thing, but it's something that you need to be aware of. We just got the text that our order is ready. Let's go. We are picking up at Cafe of India, $15 for 5 miles, 7 items, and the subtotal is $77. Let's go. Okay, that last order was a doozy. I don't know if you've ever been to hotels in Florida where they have like little apartments / looks like townhomes, and it's 3 levels, and it's a gated, place. Well, the GPS led me to the back of the customer's home, and then I called him. I was like, well, I'm at the back gate and I'm not sure exactly how to get to the front. Oh, you have to come around, it's next to the hospital. I said, okay. He said, I tried to put the instructions in the app. I said, all right, no problem. So I'm looking for his house. I'm walking around this long block, like it's on the corner of a triangle type block. And I finally get inside, but you can't get into the door, meaning the actual building. There is no concierge. That is essentially 2 doors, elevator, you're stuck. So I'm about to walk out, and he's like, I'm here. I said, oh, thank you so much. So I would have found it eventually. But I was about to call him again. I was like, that door is locked. So he had a hidden tip. $20.50 is what we were paid. You can see the base pay and then the $2 peak pay, and then he tipped $12. I'm not cutting on the light because there are people in this parking lot waiting for you to drive by to ask for money. So if I turn on my car, then I'm essentially bringing attention to myself. So we only have the lights from the car in front of me. I'm in a drive-through right now. Why am I in a drive-through? Because after leaving the customer's home with a beautiful tip, I got lost. It is nighttime, and I am geographically challenged. And although I know the neighborhood semi know it, yeah, I made the wrong turn, and then I had to go all the way up Military Road before I could make a U-turn. And in the meantime, they sent me 2 orders. The first order I denied. It was $7.09 for who cares how many miles. It was close, but I'm not going to McDonald's, not when it's a $2 peak pay that was going to end at $9.29. So I declined that one. Then the next one was $9.75 for 4.1 miles. And that's the $2 a mile. If I wait and get back to the zone, the peak pay is going to be over. So I took it. We're at Popeyes. We're at Popeyes on the other side of the zone, but their lobby closed at 9. I did not know that their lobby closed at 9 when I took the order. So I get out the car and pull a closed door, only to get back in my car and get into the drive-thru. See how long it takes. It is now 9:50 p.m. and there you have it, folks. Why I stay on the side of the zone that I do. Order dropped off. Note said, call me upon arrival, even though it was leave at door. I called and she didn't pick up. And hit confirm. Goose egg on a tip. I said goose egg on a tip. Let's go. Time is now 11:01 p.m. Or is it 10? No, 10:01. Jeepers creepers. We have our next order. $11.75 for 4 miles and change, 8 items, and hopefully the lobby is still open. Welcome to Burger King. Okay, we are back in the car as of 10:13. Burger King does not make the food until you arrive. They don't even start it. And why does Doordash offer peak pay? They offer peak pay to bring dashers to that zone. So they have historical data because they are the ones who are the major shareholder in the food delivery market, and they've been doing it for years. They know how many people are going to order in a particular market, and they also know how many dashers are scheduled to dash and currently dashing in that market. So if there are more orders than there are dashers, they offer peak pay to entice you to come to that market so they can get the customers the food that they want and order ASAP, as soon as possible. This can work out for your benefit as long as you don't get too many dashers to take them up on their offer and come to your zone that don't normally work in your zone. And it can work to your detriment, because I have gone to an area where there was peak pay and then sat there for 20 minutes in between orders because they have so many dashers in the area, there's not enough orders to go around. So you really have to test that out for yourself in your market, but it could be worth it in your area. Let's go deliver. Okay, that last order, there was a hidden tip. We received $14 instead of what was originally offered, and we have the last order for the night. Picking up walking distance from the customer's home right across the street, picking up at Tacombe for $13.50 for 6.4 miles. Let's go.
Is over. Relax, sit back. The shift 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 is over. Relax, sit back.